Hi, this is Lilith Evernight. I hope you like this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and if you want to, you can even share. I would love to get to know you guys and support you guys as well. So, I would love for the support. I would love for you guys to grow with me, and I would do the same for you, and I will. But anyway, let's get to the point. This is a pick a card reading, a message from your ancestors. We have decks 1, 2, and 3. This is deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. And I want you to meditate on whatever card you intuitively pick up on. Most people say that you can pick one or two. You can pick all if they resonate. This is a general reading, so, feels what resonates. Feel the message that you really want to hear from the universe, from the other side that guides you and gives you messages and synchronicities. Okay, so for those who usually hear, before I get started on that, there's another way that you can also pick a card. Um, so I put these items up here. This is a crab inside of this little necklace that I used to wear. This is a jawbone skull that I found uh, throughout my spiritual awakening. It's a bird skull. I think it could be a vulture skull. Some people, it could be, I don't think it's an owl skull. Maybe even a crow or a vulture skull. I'm not sure yet. And then here's a rock that I also found throughout my spiritual awakening. It says that you're awesome. So, whatever item resonates with you, 1, 2, and 3, the card just in itself, um, and also the items. So, just really meditate on that. And also, for those who usually hear the word ancestor, they usually think of family members who were from the past decades ago. You know, uh, of a certain blood, your bloodline. And that is true as well. That is the more mainstream term, but also the spiritual term, the magical term for ancestors is also that the ancestors are figures from the past who had held great wisdom and knowledge. You don't have to be related to such a person to consider him or her. An ancestor, for many witches, consider them to be historical figures who are still well versed in the magical arts, like Merlin, Aradia. I don't know their names, but I'm reading from a notebook, one of my old Book of Shadows, so I apologize. So let me skim through some of this. Some of the ancient kings and queens. I'm reading from, this is one of my first Book of Shadows. You can't really see it, but it's here. Ah, okay. This is where I'm reading from. So, yeah, this is where I went through my whole spiritual awakening with this book. This little, I mean, this book is amazing to me, this journal. But anyway, let me not get sidetracked. Okay, so who were world versed in the magical arts and, for example, the queens of Egypt, Socrates, and, just to name a few, for example. The ancestors, you might want to do some research on your own ancestry. If you have a deceased grandmother or another relative who has passed on, who possessed unusual knowledge, insight, and the wisdom of an old reincarnated soul, and whose decisions you respected, you can consider you could consider her or him an ancestor, but just because someone is dead doesn't mean that that person is wise. This is, from a book that I was studying from. So my apologies from the other side. Anyway, you can stir the ancestors and ask them to tend your ritual aid and creativity and wisdom. They will give you good guidance and will help you make decisions. So this is a message that they want you to know. Other ways, I don't think that you can also, you don't necessarily, in my opinion, you don't have to, even be a witch. You don't have to do a big ritual to contact your ancestors. They're like the angels. They're like your guides. They're like the universe, God, spirit, goddess, whatever deity you believe in, whatever path you are taking. They are just as spiritual. So I really believe that my grandparents, especially maybe even my grandfather, is one of my ancestors. I've been getting subtle messages from him. And I think even my brother, who had passed on when I was 21, and he died when he was around in his 30s. And he could also be one of my ancestors. Honestly, if I found that out, that would be amazing. So I'm really going to use my empathy as an empath. That I don't really like to call myself an empath, but I'm really going to try to use that empathic, that, me being an empath, to really resonate and to look at this as a reflection of my own, so that you guys can get an amazing reading, which I know that, you know, that's what I love to do for you guys. So once again, here we go. We're going to go with card number 1, deck number 1. For those of you who chose deck number 1, this is for you guys. Okay, for those of you who chose deck number 1, we're going to get started. I'm going to be concise and clear so that, I don't sit here and, you know, start rambling all the time, because I really want to make this special today. Every reading has to be special, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, you know what I mean, because this is the ancestors here, and I really love working with their energy and their guidance. Especially, they're one of my favorite. I hold a lot of favorite memories with the ancestors. So anyway, let's get to this. Okay, this card says, clean it up. Oh, okay, this card came out in the last reading. Commemoration. Dream and journey, the drum card. Hold your vision. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area in your life. Okay, and then we're going to use what my deck has to say. The clouds. Messages of the heavens and the spiritual realm. Your inner world is your outer world. As above, so below, some say. There is a universe inside of you. You are the storyteller. You are not alone. The clouds are the keys and messengers. Like the angels, speak to the universe, God, spirit, any deity, anything that you believe in, any spiritual path that you communicate with. The universe sees you and is within you. You are an extension of that universe. We can be like those gods and goddesses, but to not be disrespectful like some people want to say, because I know the saying that you are God or you are a goddess, some people think that that is disrespectful to religion. And the thing is, this is not supposed to be, oh, you're an evil person for saying that. It's just to understand that that power is within you. Is that you don't need to go and seek it out from someone else, because you are very powerful and the universe created you to understand that you are here for a reason, to see how powerful you are. Because in this world, in this quote unquote matrix, whatever you want to call it, there are beings who don't want you to understand that you can be just as powerful as anyone else. That, in this world, it is taught that we should be ugly, that it's okay to call each other ugly. It's okay to call each other stupid. But once we say that we're beautiful and that you look in the mirror and you say that you are drop dead gorgeous, people will laugh at you. People will, make you feel uglier. There are forces who try to bring you down. There are haters just to hate. And the thing is, if you can overcome that hate, you can understand that you are gorgeous, you are powerful, you are the magic, and fuck the haters. I'm sorry to cuss, but that's just what I have to say. That is something that makes me really upset that I have to, and others have to live with beings that try to make other people feel insecure. Unfortunately, that is the truth of this dark reality, but yet this reality is filled with love and light. So you can understand that. And if that's what you're going through, I'm just letting you know that. But this is just a general message for, what I have seen in these situations. So anyway, let's get to the point. Speak to the universe because, the universe sees you and it is within you. Creative thoughts, have those creative thoughts, those ideas. Creation is a magical act. Imagine your thoughts are like the clouds. So imagine, like meditate, for example. Imagine your mind is like the sky, the heavens. Look within yourself, like I already said that there is a universe inside of you. So imagine that the heavens are within you, the sky, whatever you resonate with. And imagine all these clouds that you look outside. Those clouds are everything that you think. So that would be a great way to meditate on the way you're perceiving certain things. And kind of like, use that as a channel. Use that as messages that are from your higher self. Okay, and what else am I going to say? Um, there was something else I was going to say. I kind of got a little sidetracked. But let's see what this card says. I think I'll let it come to me in a minute. This is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I see, growth. I see bread. I see, what is it? You're letting your sowing your seeds. There's growth coming out of that. There's money involved. There's practical, the pentacles is the earth sign. It's the earth element. So the earth is practicality, it's stability, it's financial reasons that whatever financial solutions that you're going through, financial solutions, financial reasons, uh, whatever financial situation you're going through. I don't know if you are, sowing your seeds and you are seeing them grow and you are seeing that oven bake your cake, your bread, and your creation is there, your craft is there, but there's a possibly an imbalance with that. So I'm going to read that. Let's see. Yeah, so, I would say meditate on your thoughts with my cloud card. Meditate on your thoughts. Don't let this, negativity, this lower vibration get to you. And really understand how divine this planet, this earth is. That you can have divine guidance. Don't ever doubt that. Even if you do feel alone. Even if you're not alone. I don't know if you're an artist. I don't know if you're a creative person. But I was gonna say, your ancestors, I think, would also say to me or you, a message from your ancestors would say, another way to contact the spiritual realm, your ancestors, is the best way to do that is to be an artist. Channel what the messages are being sent to you. So if you have a creative, artistic idea, like looking at your thoughts, if those thoughts are coming into your heaven, into your mind, into your sky, within inside your mind is your sky, and the clouds are your thoughts. Take those thoughts and create it into something artistic, creative. Be that artist. Be the artist of your life. Be the alchemist. Be the creator. You are powerful enough to do it. And if you do need messages, you don't have to worry about always having to go to tarot readings to find messages, because the messages are within you. The messages are through your art. It is through your music. If you write music, write music. If you write poetry, write poetry. If you want to paint, paint. If you want to write, write. Write something. Write a page in your book every day or every week, and then go back to it later on, and then see later on what those messages had said. And if you have a difficulty writing or creating, like for example, if you just don't know what to write in your journal, literally speak whatever you are speaking right now. Like you hear me speak, I would write this down. And it's not about, oh, like, how do I be creative when I write? If you say, hey, you know what? I want to go get a sandwich at Subway, you start with that and then, like, let it flow. I know, even if it's stupid, just write it down. And then the more you write it down, the more creative you will be. Like you can say, like, for a poem, I can say a poem right now. I can be like, I walk in the meadows of the shadows that, rain against me, and the shadows are silent. And even though that doesn't really make too much sense, a week later, a month later, I will look at that and then I'll be like, oh my God, that was a message that I was channeling from the other side. So really be that artist. Okay, let's get into your reading. I'm going to just use my intuition today. Let's just say that. Commeration. Okay, this one means that somebody is looking in the mirror. Look at your reflection. Like, maybe you need to seek some inner reflection. And whatever is going on with you, you need to, like, cleanse it out. Go through a cleansing. Take a spiritual bath. Clean your home. Clean your mind. Clean your space. So that you can, another way to cleanse that out is by creative expression. If you are meant to be an artist, this is a sign that you should take a creative purpose in your life. If you are an amazing artist, this is a message for you to use it and take advantage of it. Hold your vision. Hold it. Don't let nobody take it away from you. Okay? And if you feel that you're having difficulties by trying to grow and have some blockages, and you have that insight, you have that vision, just know that when it comes to your creativity, you shouldn't take it extremely serious. Just use your inner child. Remember the things that you used to love doing when you were a baby or when you were 5 years old. What was your passion? And hold on to that vision, because nobody can ever take it away from you unless you allow it. So, let me try to be a little fast with this. So, don't let your insecurities push you into being a workaholic. Choose well-defined objectives that will bring growth. Try not to borrow money now. New obligations will take the starch out of yourselves. Okay, and then we have commemoration. So, I'm going to try to be a little quick here. We often commemorate events that nobody is living now. Remembers. And while this might honor a past sacrifice, sometimes it keeps other things alive too. Here, Watson, Kitty Watson is prepares a feast for making a struggle between witches and the Illuminati. There was a great deal of bravery that terrible day, but can our thanks be truly separated from old wounds? Old hates can easily pass down generations and disguise as righteous gratitude. So be mindful to remember the courage and not to be the aggressor. Be inspired by the rabbits. They happily nibble the fungi to, toxic to humans, but the poison seemed to have no effect on them. Instead, digest the only the nutrients. So whatever people are doing around you, all that negative toxic energy, look in the mirror and say, you know what? F them. Fuck all this bullshit, this drama, all this toxic crap that is going in my life, people who are trying to change me. Whatever you need to do to be the truest version of yourself, don't push yourself too hard. Be easy on yourself. But also know that nobody can make you feel ugly in the way that you make you feel, in the way that you do. Nobody can make you feel beautiful and the way that you make yourself feel beautiful. And if people make fun of you for being that authentic person, like I said, fuck the haters, whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, you just keep striving for that and look in the mirror. You just look in the mirror and you just, if you want to, look in the mirror and say that you're drop dead gorgeous every day. Because if, you're going through something with your coworkers, your family members, whoever is giving you a hard time, whatever is giving you a hard time, remember that you came here to do you. But you still have to be practical, of course, and dream and journey. And I really think that this one really goes with this one. Keep your dreams and journey with them. Your life is all, I know life is supposed to be practical and stable, but I also believe I'm one of those dreamers that believe that life is also supposed to be a journey. So really have a balance of both. But also cleanse those spaces. And by cleansing those spaces is being the true, really meditating on your thoughts, knowing how powerful you are, and also use creative expression to get those messages that you need. Also, expressing through art is a big way to cleanse out any negativity. So you can sing, you can dance. That is a great way to do that. So that is a message from your ancestors. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who chose deck number 2, the skull, the bird skull, right here. Let's get it started. Let's get this started. What is a message? What are the messages from your ancestors? Okay. The moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Take note in your intuitive messages. Let's see. It says yin for this card. Okay. Wild at heart. This is a woman playing music, and she's just like a wild, like, you're meant to be like this free spirit. There's no problem with you embracing that wild side of yourself sometimes, because that is a side that can also lead you to your intuition and lead you to the guidance of what you need to do and what your ancestors want you to do. So if you love to play music, play it. If you are, if you need to go hiking sometimes and just say, you know what, I need to fly free like a bird, like this bird over here. The crow also represents in my deck, the balance and the light and the dark, and seeing that, both sides have something, sometimes they both have something a little bad, and sometimes they have something good. The light isn't also light and the dark isn't also dark. But to understand that, you're not, meant to be caged. Yes, you have to follow the rules, but maybe you're just a person who is wild at heart, and that is your nature. So follow that intuitive side of yourself. But there's an imbalance here, so that's reversed. Believe in the impossible. So believe in that. Believe what people tell you or what this world tells you is not possible. And then it says body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Maybe this is a man who has tattoos. I don't know if you love, maybe, tattooing is your thing. Maybe people have always told you that you can't be that wild child, that carefree type of person. Maybe when you were younger, you always wanted to free yourself. Maybe there were certain dogmas, religious indoctrinations. Maybe it was through your family. Maybe you're just a rebellious type of spirit. Maybe you just love, tattoos. You're the type of person who can just be like, sometimes another way, maybe you don't like tattoos. Maybe you've never had a tattoo. Maybe this is what your ancestors, the universe is telling you. If you want to free yourself, stop being so damn conservative all the time about every little thing in your life. Sometimes be spontaneous. Go out and have a good time and go get that tattoo. Go get that tattoo that you've always wanted. Because life is not, tomorrow isn't promised, And if that's not what you want, maybe you're really good. Maybe you have healing hands. Maybe you're really good at, you would be really good in the healing arts. Maybe you would be a good healer. You maybe are, there's some people around you that need that healing. Maybe you need that healing. You need to go to a, go take a Reiki session. Go learn Reiki. You can also go, I went to Udemy and I actually got my Reiki certificate a few months ago. And I know that I haven't been keeping up with it for a few months, but it was actually worth it. I've learned a lot of amazing things through energy healing. And maybe this is what the ancestors want you to do in order for whatever you're going through. If you need to clear your mind, if you can't go see a therapist, sometimes the therapist can't always, I don't know, like, I just know, like, my mind is so crazy. My mind is so wild that this society would tell me that I'm crazy for the things that I experience just for me being, a witch and believing in magic. There's a part of this world that does not believe in magic. And, if you're that type of person that has that wild side to yourself where you just believe in the mysteries of life, you just have to be careful that not everyone's going to see you as the same person. So this is the Queen of Pentacles reversed right here. And let me see what I get. There's a woman who, has the coin, and there's like growth around her, but there's an imbalance with that. And then here's my deck, the owl, my animal medicine deck. So the owl is one of my totem animals, and it says, the owl sees in the dark, seeing beyond the veil, psychic vision, hidden knowledge, seeing the truth, and seeing through deception. It's the occult. It's very hard to lie to an owl person. Wisdom, intuition, and having this totem is a very intense journey. So maybe you're the type of person, like, once you get into your intuition, once you get in tune with that, you are the type of person that you can see the truth of this reality. You can see that it's really hard for people to deceive you. You're the type of person that just doesn't say, okay, okay. You know, I feel like your ancestors want you to question. They want you to look into the light, look into the dark, see what this this place is hiding. You know, don't be one of those people who are asleep to it. You're not meant to be asleep. You're meant to be awake. And this is what I get. You know, you're meant to be what you've always wanted to do when people always told you no. You can't go get that tattoo. No. You can't believe in the unknown. You can't believe in that magic. You can't believe in yourself. You can't believe in this stuff. You're crazy. But this is to believe in the impossible. The blue moon. The Queen of Pentacles reverse says, what you lack in daring, you make up for perseverance. Stay focused. Don't let others scatter your energies or sway you off course. And I feel like this is what this whole reading is in general is supposed to tell you. Okay, Wild at Heart. Let's see. This is the blue moon. Okay, it says attuned to the moon. You're lucky. You have a lot of luck in this card. Additional meanings for this card. It says miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. This person you're inquiring about is a rare find. And if you believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. And I was just talking about that. That's a perfect example when I said, if you always wanted to get that tattoo and people are like, no, 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 you take that chance. If you want to go and be free and do whatever you want to do, of course, be wise. You listen to your elders, listen to the ones who have your best interests. But if something makes you passionate, do it because you might never get that chance. Because if you're always listening to what everybody else wants you to be, what's the point of living? You know? Stop being afraid of it. And the Yen card, it says, the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of the conscious following. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gratefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yen does not involve frozen dreams or even resisting it, but rather you consciously allowing things to flow to you. So also, take this chance. This is saying yes, whatever you are trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to do, you need to do it, but understand that the universe, that magic also works in mysterious ways. So you can't force magic. You can't force the universe. You can't force God. You can't force spirit. That works in its own timing. But that does not mean that you are just supposed to lay back and expect it to all happen in your dreams. No such thing as frozen dreams in this magical realm. So yes, keep working on that ritualistically, routine. Keep working on it. Build that muscle. Okay? Because you are wild at heart. But also, don't deal with kindness. Deal with kindness. Eagles, wild at heart says, eagles have been pushed farther into remote and rocky places of persecution. Witches have been forced to find, which is this card right here. It's reversed. Actually, it was reversed. Every witch at Wildwood decorates their hair and clothing differently. Daisy's look is rather wild, like her nature, but attractive nonetheless. If something fits you, then embrace it. Whether others join it or not, being part of a tribe is very empowering, but so is individuality. So you're meant to be different. You're meant to be unique. So if you feel that you've never fit in this world, this is a sign that is saying from your ancestors, don't try to change yourself because you're different from this world. If you felt like an alien in this world and you felt like you were born in the wrong planet, that's because there's a reason for that. Your purpose was different than other people, others. You're not meant to be a, a copy of a copy like everybody else in the Matrix. Not everybody else, but people who just want to fit in this society. You're not meant to fit in this society. You're meant to be that powerful being. So embrace that you are unique, that you are different, and don't feel sorry for yourself about you not fitting in with everybody else. And stop trying to fit in with everybody else, because that's not gonna work. The more you try to fit in, the more the universe is gonna present you with the opposition or the opposite of what you want, because the universe wants you to be that being that the universe put you on this earth to be. You're probably one of those people who always had a crazy life and you never understood why, because you were meant to embrace that journey within yourself and around yourself, but also use kindness and don't let others try to control you when it comes to your truest nature. So that is a message for you, deck number 2. Okay, for those of you who chose deck number 3, the rock that says you're awesome. Let's get this started. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. To be fair, I see a woman. It also reminds me of the justice card right here. And this is a female who's holding the scales of balance, justice. Maybe there was some injustice in your life, whether it be from friendships, family, the law. But at the end of the day, look at the top of your head. Look at your crown chakra. You carry a lot of wisdom and knowledge and guidance and intuitive guidance. And oh my God, I just realized that both of these cards have women with owls on top of their heads. I know you can't really see it too much on this camera, but yeah, they both have owls on top of their heads. A lot of my decks have owls because that is one of my totems, like I said earlier. But also, let's see, what else am I gonna get here? Because I know that the owl represents, it represents the owl sees in the dark. It's seeing beyond the veil, the psychic vision, hidden knowledge, seeing the truth through deception. It's, the unknown, the hidden knowledge. So understand the hidden knowledge of your justice and have a balance of it. And trust your instincts, okay? Because the raven also represents that magic. It's the bird, it's the messenger. It is the rebirth of something, the death of something. So let something die, let that old side of yourself that no longer needs to be there, that old situation die, so that you can get that justice for yourself. Spread your wings. Yes, you need to spread your wings from this situation. Whatever the situation is, spread your wing. You deserve your justice. You deserve to be smart enough to justify yourself, even if it's small, even if it's big. You need to do that because you need to trust your instincts. You need to trust your instincts. Start a new coming. See, it's like telling you, you need to get that baggage out of your life. Start something different. Study, research, education. Uh, gain. It helps you gain the confidence and clarity. You know, whether it's about your career, your life. You know, oh my God. And then there's three owls in this deck. They're like one, two, three. So the owl is definitely trying to tell you something. The owl's trying to tell you, you need to study, you need to educate yourself. If that's saying if you want to do something in your life and you're trying to figure out your life purpose, go to school. Uh, do the research on whatever you're passionate about, and so that you don't have that imbalance. You know, if there's something putting you down, be fair. You know, don't treat others how others treat you. You know, also stand up for yourself though. Be, you know, empower yourself. Stand up for yourself, but don't be petty. You know, don't be petty like the enemies that might try to, you know, cause injustice in your life, or whoever is trying to cause injustice in your life. And kill them with kindness, and the best revenge is the success. You know, the best revenge is being the best you, being that girl or that guy that they never thought you would be. Because secretly, sometimes I really feel that those who give you a hard time secretly look up to you. They secretly want to be like you. And the reason why they want to stop you is because they see your potential. Okay, this is the Page of Wands reversed. So the Page of Wands is also fire. So that's courage, that is passion, that is adventurous energy, that is the energy that also carries intuition like water. It's very quick, fast paced. But the page is also a youthful energy. And then this is my deck, the two bluebirds, the bluebird. And it says, remember that you are not alone. The universe is always with you, like I say in my other cards. Appreciate what is already here, what you already have. Be grateful for it in this moment and see that the simple things in life are just as beautiful, if not more. Remember that the universe likes to surprise you. Universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in. And understand that the universe works, how the universe works. Hear the heartbeat of Mother Earth. So if you are trying to get some sort of justice, just keep having the faith. But don't just keep, you know, yes, it's great to look to the stars, but don't be one of those people that always just want to wish upon a star. You are the star that needs to be wished upon. You know, I know that sounds cheesy, but it is true. And you have to be the one in control. You are the driver, you know, and then the rest will also work with you. So the Page of Wands reversed, it says, everyone wants to get things done quickly. Don't overlook important details in the rush to completion. So it says right here, spread your wings. Um, this is reversed. Morag's feet are planted firmly on a rocky ground. She has rooted that she's proud and takes strength. That she's she has roots that she's proud of and takes strength. And takes strength. She might leave those roots from time to time, but she knows that they will always remain to welcome her back again. She doesn't feel the need to feel fixed in time or space, even within a mindset. So don't be stuck in a rut, but to know that, you know, whenever I feel like the universe, your ancestors are saying, we're ready when you are. We're waiting on you So whatever you're trying to get done, whatever is giving you problems, you got to educate yourself. You be the smart one. You know, just like in my song, be that intelligentsia, whatever. You know, I have a song called, what is it called? Cathar- Carista atrada. It means black vulture. And what I mean by that, intelligentsia, it means like a very intelligent person, a philosopher, a wise one, an old soul who really knows what they need to fight for when it comes to their life. And that's the kind of person you need to be. And if you're not, if you are already, that is what the ancestors, the universe, is giving you a message. The universe is ready for you. So whatever you're trying to get done, do it now. But, understand, don't rush. Don't rush into everything. Just study it. Study whatever you're trying to go through. If you're trying to go back to school, this is a perfect time to do that as well. Educate yourself. Okay, so new moon. Let's do the new moon card. Hey, 24. So attuned to the moon, I'll see it when I believe it. And it says additional meanings for this card. Is a new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. Forget about your past, but don't let no one be corrupt towards you. Educate yourself. Be smarter than the enemy that hides behind the curtain. Because, those who try to attack you will make sure sometimes in certain situations. So before you go out there and seek your justice that you deserve, next time, and this is the time to do it now, but to do it smarter than all those who always probably treat it like you didn't deserve that justice. So that is a reading for you. Number 3, this is a message for what your ancestors have to say. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, comment, share if you want. I would love to get to know you guys. I do these readings. I don't do it for I don't do it for the money, but I do it for my passion. This is something that I've always wanted to do my whole life. And I always just thought, why not put it a part of my life purpose and to really connect with others? And if I really did it for the money, then I wouldn't be doing it right now talking to you guys. But you know, of course my channel does need the help too. And of course I would love to support all you other YouTubers who are on this path as well, who are just trying to follow their dreams. And thank you so much, and I will see you guys later.